A potion is a liquid that contains medicine, poison, or something that is supposed to have magic powers. It derives from the Latin word potus, which referred to a drink or drinking. The term philtre is also used, often specifically for a love potion, a potion that is supposed to create feelings of love or attraction in the one who drinks it. Throughout history, there have been several types of potions for a range of purposes. Reasons for taking potions ranged from curing an illness to securing immortality to trying to induce love. These potions, while often ineffective or poisonous, occasionally had some degree of medicinal success depending on what they sought to fix and the type and amount of ingredients used. Some popular ingredients used in potions across history include Spanish fly, the nightshade plant, cannabis and opium. During the 17th to 19th century, it was common in Europe to see peddlers offering potions for ailments ranging from heartbreak to the plague. These were eventually dismissed as quackery. Individuals unable to afford to buy a potion at an apothecary or from a peddler could go to their local herbalist in their village, or a female member of their household. Prostitutes, courtesans, enchanters and midwives were also known to distribute potions. The word potion has its origins in the Latin word potus, an irregular past participle of potere, which meant to drink. This evolved to the word potionem, meaning either a potion, a drinking, or a poisonous draught. Magic potion. In ancient Greek, the word for both drugs and potions was pharmak or pharmakon. In the 12th century, the French had the word potion meaning potion, draught, medicine. By the 13th century, this word became potion meaning medicinal drink, dose of liquid medicine or poison. The word potion can also be sourced from the Spanish words poción meaning potion and ponzona meaning poison. The Italians also had a word poscia meaning potion. The word poscia is the same word for poison in Italian. By the early 15th century in Italy, potion began to be known specifically as a magical or enchanted drink. The practice of administering potions has had a long history of being illegalized. Despite these laws, there have been several different administrators of potions across history. Quacks or charlatans refer to people who sell medical methods that do not work and are only intended to make money. In Europe in the 15th century, it was also common to see long-distance peddlers who sold supposedly magical healing potions and elixirs. During the Great Plague of London in the 17th century, quacks sold many fake potions promising either cures or immunity. Because pills looked less trustworthy to the public, potions were often the top sellers of quacks. These potions often included bizarre ingredients such as floral pomanders and the smoke of fragrant woods. The well-known Wessex quack Wilbert was known to sell love potions made of pigeon hearts. By the 18th century in England, it was common for middle-class households to stock potions that claimed to solve a variety of ailments. Quackery grew to its height in the 19th century. In 18th and 19th century Britain, pharmacies or apothecaries were often a cheaper, more accessible option for medical treatment than doctors. Potions distributed by chemists for illnesses were often derived from herbs and plants, and based on old beliefs and remedies. Prior to the Pharmacy Act 1868, anybody could become a pharmacist or chemist since the practice was unregulated. Potions were often made by scratch. Potions were additionally used to cure illness in livestock. One potion found in a 19th century pharmacist's recipe book was to be used for lambs of about 7 years old, and contains chalk, pomegranate and opium. There was a strict hierarchy in the medical community of Europe during the 12th to 15th centuries. Male doctors were the most respected and paid, followed by female apothecaries, barber surgeons and surgeons. Women were often the main way that individuals who could not afford doctors or apothecaries could gain medical treatment. Potions, in addition to calming teas or soup, were a common homemade treatment made by women. When unable to go to a female house member, early modern people would often go to the wise women of their village. Wise women were knowledgeable in healthcare and could administer potions, lotions or salves in addition to performing prayers or chants. This was often free of charge or significantly less expensive than the potions of apothecaries. The limited jobs available to women during the 17th to 18th century in Europe often involved a knowledge of potions as an additional way to gain a financial income. Jobs that often involved the selling of love potions included prostitutes, courtesans, enchanters and midwives. These practices varied by region. In Rome, up until the period of the civil wars, the only physicians were drug sellers, enchanters and midwives. In